Welcome to the NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. Pig was smoking at 7 a.m. Mardi Gras Mike was rolling through town, all for an enormous Saturday night between the two highest-ranked teams still standing. Look at the crowd for the seven-time national champion LSU, back in Omaha for the first time since the 23 title, to face SEC Player of the Year and Golden Spikes Award finalist Vahiba Aloy and the third-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks.
For pretty much the entirety of the night.
Yeah, hit a 9 and had a big 8 as well to strike out Tennessee star Andrew Fisher. Chopper right side at Cam Koschel, the Omaha native who flips to Reese Robinette.
Why not?
1-2. Floated toward right center. And Justin Thomas Jr. is there for round number 2. Dave Van Horn is 64 years
Nicely here in the first.
Zach Roots, 1-2. Jones strikes out on a filthy changeup from Zach Roots.
Liam Doyle deep. We saw him get a game-winning hit in game 1 versus left-hander Brandon Arvidsson. He really does a nice job versus lefties.
He flies to center at Chris Stanfield for the first down, the bottom of the first.
1 count, be careful, because he's got enough juice to run it out of the chuck.
Vahiba Aloy works a walk and a one-out base runner for Arkansas in the first one of the ball game for either side.
So rare, too, for great hitters to hammer balls right down the middle. You don't see that very often on heat charts.
Horn told his wife this team needs to get to Omaha. This one popped up by Maxwell into left. Derek Curiel for out number 2. Flip side of things, Jay Johnson, year 4, 2 years. LSU took 2 of 3 in Baton Rouge. And now here in Omaha, 2-2. Helfrich squibs one toward the mound. A great athlete in Anderson handles, and the inning's over. So off we go. Zach Root in the top. Told us this morning it comes down to good swing decisions for Monster Milam. Another 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Good changeup going so far for Zach Root. Down 5-4 in the 6th. That's up high. It's a 4-pitch walk, and LSU's got its first base runner with Luis Hernandez off a route.
Relatively friendly.
3-2. Down low, and a second straight walk worked by this LSU offense. Curiel shaking his head.
Walk 2 guys in a row and get out in front with a changeup.
Dickinson bunts up the line, and a beauty. They're loaded for LSU. Pulled into left field by Stanfield, and it drops down, a base hit. Hernandez scores. Curiel stopped himself at third, and LSU strikes first in the second.
The read was fine. That's what's interesting.
This one near the back foot, and Braswell insists it hit him, and it did. 2-0 LSU on a breaking ball that got away from Zach Root.
As that we're used to, but LSU's definitely trying to.
Bouncing ball towards short. Aloy, the turn from Koschel. Not in time. Dickinson scores, and it's 3-0. Stanfield's at third, Pearson's at first for the Tigers. And Gabe Gackles 1-2. Bouncing ball left side. Brent Iredale had to back up, and he throws out Fry to end the inning. 3 runs for LSU.
Affectionately known in Fayetteville. I'm sure we have some Hawaiian garb going on in the stadium tonight.
Kahio Aloy works a walk, just like Vahiba did against Cade Anderson. It's pretty good. Cam told us he was able to get home the other day for a home-cooked meal. Strikes out against Cade Anderson.
4 pitches, and as you said, the slider shape has really tightened up and firmed up. And that's why he's been able to have the success as a starting pitcher.
On the ground left side at Michael Braswell. Danny Dickinson's turn in time for 2. 5-4-3 for Cade Anderson to get off the field. Pretty good Saturday night at Charles Schwab Field. 2-2. Jones strikes out, and the first K for Gabe Gackel in there. Luis Hernandez is on deck. I've been calling him Playoff Poppy.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. 97 with all kinds of life from.
And they weren't afraid to go to it as early as they did.
On the ground towards second. Diving stab, and Kojal a little bit slow to get to it. Hernandez is on, and hopefully Cam Kojal's all right.
That's not hyperbole. Jay Johnson agreed with that assessment.
Runner goes, and the pitch is down on the 3-2. Derek Curiel works another walk, and a couple of two-out base runners. This will be the 25th pitch of the inning for Gabe Gackel. 1-2 to Dickinson. On the ground towards second. Kojal flips, Aloy covers, and the inning's over. Right side of the infield's had some injuries this year for Arkansas, and Robinette at first with Kojal now over to second. This one fisted toward Stephen Milam, and there's one away for Cade Anderson in the third. National seeds back in 1999 that the top two teams in Omaha met in the opening game. Thomas flies to left at Derek Curiel, and a couple more quick outs for Cade Anderson.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if it's because of this matchup or just a conversation.
Hey, we're probably going to have to play this team and beat this team anyway if we want to win the national championship. On the ground to second, Daniel Dickinson, who recovers in time to get Davalon. 5 in a row set down by Cade, leading LSU to his 7th national championship. Tigers up by 3. Chris Stanfield with 8-9-1 pops it up to first, and Reese Robinette one away to begin the fourth for Gabe Gackel. Survived Little Rock in the regional and then swept West Virginia in the Super. Preseason number 3 team in the country. Started out 22-1. Braswell strikes out on a sick slider, and there's 2 down.
That was a good one pitch.
Because to drive here, you got to be under 13 feet 6 inches.
Okay.
On the 9th pitch, Gackel fans Pearson with 97.
Settled into his role on the team and not pressed.
Line drive toward right center. Stanfield's on the move, but has to play it on a hop. 113 off the bat of Vahiba Aloy, and that was compressed.
Yeah, PS up a couple hundred points. Batting average up about 70 points. So even though he's still swinging and missing, he's doing more damage as Logan Maxwell goes down on a top of the zone fastball. This Cade
3 for Arkansas. Only the second time they'd gone through 3 without a hit. Helfrich chops it at Braswell, who gets the lead. Runner in the turn from Dickinson in time for 2.
That's 2 really good turns by Dickinson at second base.
On the ground right side, Robinette stabs, Gackel covers, and nicely done for the first down the 5th.
It's a tough play. A very awkward throw for the first baseman, and you got to be able to always, these LSU sluggers want to lead their teams to Omaha.
Nasty breaking ball from Gackel, who's got 5 strikeouts, and there's 2 gone.
That's twice that he's done that to Jones, too, on the
2-0 to Monster Milam. On a line into center field, base hit that was stroked by Stephen Milam for a 2-out single, and a base runner in the 5th for the Tigers. Gackel's 0-2. Pulled to left. Chuck Davalon runs toward the line and ends the inning.
Just this. If you're going to go one, you got to go the other.
And we got the cobalt out. Cut and a miss, and a nasty breaking ball from Cade Anderson for his 3rd strikeout, and now Cam Kojal back.
that was legit.
Little roller from Koschel to second. Danny Dickinson got it away for out number 2.
Boy, nice poise right there by Dickinson. That could have got away from
Baseball. And this is a kid that grew up going to the camps and wanting to be a Tiger the entire time since he started playing this game.
He strikes out Iredale, and he's fired up. One hit, 62 pitches. That's it. Gackles 2-1. Curiel bounces it towards short. The Hevo Loy got rid of it quickly for out number 1.
Nicely done.
Picks the times where he really has to air it out, and then has that good internal clock. When he doesn't need it.
Brent Iredale has been sturdy as well. Nice pick by Reese Robinette as Big Country bails out Iredale for out number 2.
That take.
With 2 outs and the bases empty in the 6th, here is the 3-2. A heater pumped by Stanfield at 97.
We talked about it last night. I don't think it'll take 2 years.
3-2 is cracked down the right field line. High and deep by Robinette, and gone! Arkansas is on the board. Finishing up the 2nd time through the lineup. 2-2 on Justin Thomas, who flew to left his first time out of the 9 spot. Anderson comes back with a strikeout, his 5th, and there's 1 away.
And then he gets you. You stick with one pitch too much to some of these hitters, and they will make you pay.
A roller at Jared Jones, who wins the foot race. 2 down.
Season, how does he compete in those moments are equally as important as what he looks like on his best day.
Backdoor breaking ball. Mom a little more excited than pre-pitch.
That is for sure.
After Zach Root was lifted after an inning and 2/3 on 38 pitches. Fastball locks up Michael Braswell, and that is 7 strikeouts.
For pitches come down, and now guys have learned how to keep it there.
The shift on for Pearson, who strikes out. Yeah, we got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup as well. 3-2. Another fastball, and Gackle is rolling. He strikes out the side in the 7th.
The plate, and that's your only chance to be able to do what he's done against a lineup that is this deep and diverse.
A roller and Jared Jones, who handled the hop on Maxwell for out number 1.
Nice.
What was that part about throwing anything in any count?
I mean, that's like a 1-2 slider and a 3-1 count.
Dribbler to first, and Jones handles that. Coach in the eye and said, "Coach, in all seriousness, I was never going anywhere else." Swing and a miss. 7 innings of 1-run ball with another strikeout for Gackle. It's 5 in a row, 10 total on in relief, Chris. Pulled on a line right center with Maxwell on the move, and it dropped down. Milam bolts for second and is in there with a slide in the 8th. Talented lefty is up in the pen. Popped up right near home plate, and Ryder Helfrich has got it for out number 2. His 0-2. Line to the backside in the left, and it drops down a base hit. Milam to the plate. Davalon's throw is cut, and it's 4-1 LSU.
Why are we cutting that?
Through.
0-2 to Danny Dickinson. Strikes him out as Helfrich hangs on. Well, not to be forgotten, a heck of a swing from Derek Curiel as well. 4 base runners in this game. This is pulled on a line into right. Make it 5 from Cam Kojal. His first hit at the Men's College World Series back in his home city. Puts the leadoff man on for the Razorbacks.
That he gave up 3 hits to one of the best offenses in the entire country.
And Chase Shores takes over and spins the first one to the backstop. Bullpen. Shores 2-2. On the edge at 100 to strike out Iredale, and he thought it was away. Spot in this bottom of the 8th inning for Chase Shores. 1-2 to Robinette. Gaps at 100, and there's 2 down. 2 down with Kojal still at second for the 9-man Justin Thomas Jr. Line drive center field right at Stanfield, inning over. A bullet off the bat at 109. In our conversation with Gibbler's pitching coach, Matt Hobbs, he called it a screwball that's a curveball, called it a gyro ball, called it any number of things from Gibbler. There it is again for a strikeout.
What it is it has characteristics that guys are.
Cole Gibbler tries another 0-2 to the 9-man Braswell. Fastball up the ladder. 3 strikeouts in a row for the freshman Cole Gibbler. Bill Pearson watching his son Josh. 3-1. That's ball 4 indeed. 2-out walk worked. This hits Brown. 3 fastball misses from Christian Fouch. And there's 2 on via free passes with 2 outs in the 9th for the Tigers. And with 2 the pitch. Jones went around. According to the home plate umpire Jeff Head, and strikes out. Christian Fouch K's Jared Jones is in disbelief, and Fouch strands 2.
Don't even let the hitter engage because he wants to work so quickly.
Line drive center field, Chuck Davalon. Leadoff man is on for Arkansas in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And that's what
another 2-2 to Vahiva Aloy. Swing and a miss. 1 away in the 9th. Jay Johnson, the LSU head coach, just came out barking at his first baseman Jared Jones, who's not going to hold Chuck Davalon. It's a little dribbler back to the mound, and Kason Evans throws out Maxwell, and there's 2 down. Backer to the mound, 5-4-3 double play, and then a roller to first in the 7th. 0-1. Bouncing ball toward short. Stephen Milam ranges left, and LSU wins it. 4-1 the final against Arkansas on this Saturday night. The Tigers are 4-0 in Men's College World Series history against Arkansas, who put up a season low in runs and their 2nd fewest hits of the season against Cade Anderson, Chase Shores.